Hi there and welcome to my sixth tutorial on HTML and web structure, and in this tutorial I'm going to talk about lists. And also this is my last tutorial on HTML, as the future tutorials will be about CSS and JavaScript. So this is the last session of HTML tutorials. And the lists are basically optional in my opinion, so you don't have to learn them actually. That's in my opinion. But sometimes it might be required. If you want to omit the tutorial, I wouldn't mind, you can just go on. But if you need to have this knowledge, then watch the tutorial, you will get everything you need here. And nevertheless, whichever you choose, and there may be a new tutorial available on the YouTube, so you can just watch this one then. Alright, if you want to stay, here's some coding. Ordered list looks like this. So this is ordered list. We have three different types of lists: ordered list, unordered list, and definition list. I'm going to show you ordered list first. So OL stands for ordered list. And to create an item of the list, we basically say list item, and then specify the name of the item, like say green, and then close the list item tag. Now I will copy this couple of times just to save some time. Okay, and by default, if I just save it now and display, by default it will be ordered by numbers. So if I display now, it will be ordered by numbers. So 1, 2, 3, 4, and so on. If you have more items, but you can also change that. You can change it to type equals. So this is an extension. Type equals, and you specify, and you have three types actually available. You can specify letters, numbers, or Roman letters as numbers. So basically, a letter, will look like this. You don't have to specify the numbers because this is a default. So you can only specify. Probably you should specify only letters. You can do capital letters or lowercase letters. It depending on you, so you can make it A like this. It will be ABC in lowercase, but also you can specify Roman letters as numbers, which is I, a capital I, like so, or with the smaller I, which is lowercase I, like so. So both works perfectly fine, but that's not it. You can do. You can also add a starting point of the list. So it's not limited to start always from 1. You can start it from 10. You can start it from B, D, E, for example. You can start it from I don't know, 5th number of Roman numbering system. So for example, if I choose this one and I say start equals, I don't know if this works with numbers actually, let's say 5. I don't know if the Roman system will work with numbers, but let's check. Yeah, it actually works with normal numbers. So I specify the value which you want to start. So you have 5, 6, 7, and that's 8 in Roman numbering system. If I change it to A, this should also work probably. Specify the number. Yeah. So you start with the 5th one, E, F, G, H. So basically you specify the value of the point you want to start your list from. So this is how you can do ordered list. Now unordered list is basically a list, pretty much the same one as the one above, but it doesn't have the order. It just basically shows its components by bullet points here. Now let me change it to red. Again, I will copy this couple of times and paste it. Okay, so when I save this one now, you'll notice that it has only bullet points, so there is no order in this. So that's how we create an ordered list. An unordered list, and basically you can also nest them, which means you can have list inside the list. So what you can do, for example, you can copy this one, for example. If you want to create a sublist, for example, of this item, items, so sublist, yeah, sublist basically, then you paste this one, and this one should be closed. So like this, so you paste this one. You start with A, but let's say you start with number this times, so you don't specify this one and start with, well, just one, so all simple one. And when I save this now, you will have green. E now will contain a sub item, which is also green. I didn't change the value, but as you can see, the numbering is here, so it's different format now. You can also change the format to the Romans or the letters, small letters, and so on. And basically, this is how you can nest them. This one is also nestable, so you can basically put some kind of components for the red, and for this one as well, another components, and so on. So you have to basically open and close again the ordered or unordered list tags, and close it before the next item. So this is how it works. Now for the definition list. Definition list is a bit different, because definition list is definition list like this. Okay, let me just create simple tags first. Definition list. Definition is different, and because we have a definition and then some kind of value. So we have DT first, and don't ask me what this stands for. Data text and definition text probably, and that's my guess. And so for example, let's say color, DT closes, and now we have actually no, this one and now we have DD data, definition data, probably it stands for definition data. And but just write something. This is the color of, let's say something like this. It doesn't really matter what I write. And now when I save this and print this out, we'll see something like this. So as you can see, this is now I can format it especially. So this is like a header and definition of what this text represents, let's say. So you can use it for example, I don't know, you want some kind of header and you want definition which is formatted this way, especially this way, because it's different type of listing. So those are the lists, and I cannot pretty much show you. Oh no, there's another way you can do something. You can also, because I don't have a picture actually, you can also use a picture to represent the bullet points. I don't have a picture ready for you, so it would be painful to create it right now. But you can use some kind of dots, for example, of your own creation. You created some kind of bullet point. You can use it. You can say image img src equals, and then specify this image. So for example, I don't know, something like this. So bullet.jpg. If you have some kind of image, you just specify it there, and all of those bullet points should have this image as a bullet point. Of course, it will be formatted to the size probably. It won't be big. Even if you make it big, it shouldn't be big. It will be scaled down by the HTML. Well, this is pretty much it about the list. As I said, this is quite short tutorial, as there's not a lot to explain. It's, as you can see, it's pretty simple. Also, you can list this one. I will actually show you. I don't have this one, so this is just to tell you that this is possible. I don't have any image on me that I can show you this, but I will show you the nesting of the UL. So sorry, this one li, and let's say blue. Okay, let me just save this. So as you can also see now, when you do something like this, it will also be automatically formatted. So it's different than this one. But that's how you can use it. Also, as I said, you can simply change this bullet point into your own picture, and that's it. Well, you can use whatever you want. That pretty much concludes the tutorial for today. And as I said, this is the end of HTML tutorials. So next tutorial will be about CSS. I will introduce you to CSS, and we'll talk about this in the next tutorial more briefly. Okay, so I'm going to say goodbye to now, and visit my webpage and YouTube channel as always. If you like this video, subscribe. There's loads more to come. And visit my webpage for written tutorials because they're not on YouTube. So and the more useful sometimes, the more of them. And this is the one of my tutorials, written tutorials, documentations about lists, for example. You can find many more of them. And I will see you next tutorial. Bye.